Hi, Chris here. In this video I want to talk about the sickness care that we currently have. Okay, now there is clearly an agenda to make people sick, and that's what I'm saying. I've seen for the many years I've been within the nutritional realm, within alternative health realm, naturalistic health realm, energy medicine now, is that everything is in place to make people sick because there's so much money to be made in people being sick. And I know, this may be awakening to some people. There's a lot of people that obviously are subscribers with me that will understand this already. And this is essentially for the people that are wanting to wake up. Now, our governments know what makes a person sick. They really do know that. They know sugar's not good for us. I think everyone knows that. But why are we still mass producing sugar for our food industry? Surely, if the government's got the power and knows that if we were doing the right thing for people to prevent people being sick and reverse disease, wouldn't we stop producing sugar? Surely we'd find another way to have a sweetener if we want to add a sweetener to our food products that's not sugar. And there's plenty of other examples that we could be using. For example, Stevia. Okay, Stevia started slowly filtrating through mainstream food industry, but it's been around a long time now. And and also the sugar alcohols such as xylitol or erythritol. Also, there's other ones as well, which we could go into, and we could be utilising the benefits of honey, raw honey, and especially Manuka honey, because we know there's been many studies showing the medicinal value of it. But there's so many other options that we could just close down processed white sugar and use some other thing instead. Like, for example, erythritol xylitol is white granulated, looks like white granulated sugar, tastes like white granulated sugar, but doesn't give you all the side effects and the blood sugar roller coaster that white processed sugar gives you. And so, surely they've got the power to say, we're going to close the industry down that produces white sugar, and all of a sudden we're going to, instead of that, we're going to produce xylitol or erythritol or Stevia, and we're going to use that as our sweetener. Because the thing is, if we remove sugar and we give another alternative to people are just going to have to roll with it, and they're going to get used to it. Okay, it's they keep complaining, well, people are not going to like the product, which is a business decision. It comes down to money, isn't it? It's not about our health. But people will get used to it. I honestly don't believe that. I think that is just an excuse for the food industry to be saying that, because they're worried about their income, and these are coming from industries that make billions of dollars. Now that's greed. Who needs billions of dollars? No one needs billions of dollars. We just need to be comfortable, okay? When people are needing to stress about money every single day to get by, not be comfortable, yeah, okay, that's an issue. But these people making billions of dollars and are questioning the decision, if that came about losing some revenue, even though they're making billions of dollars, that's greed to me. And a lot of the decisions are being made by these industries and corporations, okay, like CocaCola, in regards to this example about sugar. Their CocaCola products are full loaded with sugar. Of course, they use Diet Coke, which, again, like aspartame and all these artificial sweeteners are, again, being shown to be not very good for your health. And actually, they put on weight. They do the opposite to what they say. And they get away with it year after year and after year. Because they can. Because they hold the power. They make the decisions. Who's going to go up against a billion-dollar industry, such as CocaCola, such as the pharmaceutical companies? big pharma, such as the oil industries, because you're always going to lose because money controls. If we're in a world where our Babylonian money system is in place, this is a controlled planet. Okay? Because money is there to control people. Okay? So currently, we're continuing to use the products that everyone knows, including our government, including people that do this research, are killing us and making us unwell, but it continues to be on our marketplace because of business. Okay? So we need to start going within ourselves. We need to follow people that are walking the talk. They want to live for a very long time. Okay? And if you want to live for a very long time, you don't want to be consuming products that are going to kill you. So these people do their research. Okay? And if they're walking the talk and they look great for their age, and they're doing these amazing things in their life to show that they're getting stronger, they're getting smarter, they're getting clever, they're maintaining their health, they're not on medications for it. Don't have any diseases, don't have any illnesses. We need to be following these people, okay? And these people don't follow anything mainstream at all, okay? Whether that's the news, whether it's TV, whether that's mainstream nutrition advice, okay? And these little magazines and little booklets that everyone gets and follows all these trends and fads when it comes to diets. Now that's all to do with business. That's nothing to do with true science. Okay? And I see people on these fads and diets, and it's a real battle for them. Okay? It makes people more confused. There's more confusion than ever when it comes to living a healthy lifestyle now. And we have so many options, but which one do we take? And what we do need to ask ourselves, what makes sense to me? Okay? Not to the person telling you that, to you. What makes sense? I think most of the people listening to this video, it makes sense that sugar causes disease. I think everyone knows that. But still a lot of people consume it. Okay? So, we're consuming stuff. If people watch previous videos of me, we're consuming stuff, we're putting stuff in our skin, putting stuff in our hair, we're breathing in stuff on a daily all the time, toxicity. Okay? Now, they may say that's safe at the meantime, but they're things that are not natural to the human body, which means our body will accumulate it because our body is a filter. Okay? Only knows how to process things in Mother Nature. If it's not made in Mother Nature, there's probably a good probability that your body will accumulate it. And if you accumulate the stuff, it becomes toxic to the body and will create illness and create disease, because we will block the filter, which is the human body. The human body needs to flow. Okay, so all these things that we're taking daily, whether that's in our bathroom, whether it's in the shower, whether it's in our kitchen, whether we're buying our food, the air that we're breathing, the water that we're drinking, the stuff we're putting on our skin, okay? If it's not from nature, okay, we'll be accumulating it, okay? And it will go towards toxicity over 5 years, over a couple of years, over a decade, over 2 decades, and will greatly shorten your lifespan, okay? And you'll have to rely on pharmaceutical drugs. Well, that's what they tell you to do. Go and see your doctor, and the only thing that doctor knows how to do is write a prescription. Okay? So he's not going to tell you to take herbs. If he's a really good GP, he might tell you to take a supplement. But we need to go deeper than this. We need to realize what's the right fuel source for the human body. And if you want to break it down and make it simple, is what's in Mother Nature. Okay? We need to eat what's in Mother Nature, what Mother Nature gave us. Okay? And that simplifies everything. It makes things very easy. Okay? A lot of the stuff, information we get from nutritionists, dietitians, and so on, complex things. We need to keep it simple. And if we keep it simple, then we can do it for a lifetime. Okay, and we can enjoy it because we need to enjoy it. The word diet has got the word die in it. We need to live it. Okay, we need to enjoy the whole process and journey of this, whether that's within our diet, within changing our lifestyle, becoming more spiritual, becoming more conscious. We need to enjoy it. Okay, we need to remove mainstream everything, because mainstream everything is based on a business model about making money. Okay, so things like cholesterol myth, when it comes to heart disease, we need to not listen to that. Okay, because cholesterol is based on a number. Okay, and funnily enough, what's one of the drugs that's mainly sold within Big Pharma? Cholesterol lowering medications. So the whole cholesterol theory is probably created to sell a drug. Okay, because a lot of the studies are showing that people that had the highest cholesterol levels actually lived the longest, because cholesterol is important. Cholesterol is found in nature. And cholesterol is important because it's important for our hormones. Our hormones is what keeps us young, keeps us vital. What happens to us when a woman gets in their mid-40s to 50s? Okay, they're going through menopause, which is a decline in their hormones. And all of a sudden, from that age onwards, you'll notice that women get a higher risk of getting all these diseases. It's because of their hormones. Our hormones are created from cholesterol. Men go through a similar thing, not as extreme, called andropause, where we get depleted in testosterone. You'll notice from men, middle-aged men onwards, they start to put on the weight. That's because testosterone builds muscle mass. When we get depleted in testosterone, increasing estrogen, we put on fat. We accumulate and create fat. The big bear gut. So that's a hormone problem. Okay, a lot of people will be saying now that, well, we're getting older. Yes, we're getting older chronologically within this time matrix. But it doesn't necessarily mean that our body is always renewing itself. We give the body the fuel it requires, including cholesterol, to make the hormones that we need. Then it can replenish itself. It can recreate itself. It's an incredible thing, the human body. It's just that we're putting too much of the wrong things in and not getting enough of the right things. So anyway, I just want to do this video in regards to the agenda that is currently happening on this planet now, is to making people's lifespans as short as possible. The only time when people are getting to 80 and 90 is because they've been relying on pharmaceutical drugs for 20 or 30 years, which has made the last 20 or 30 years of their life a hell, a living hell. They're in pain and so on, because they're getting depleted by nutrients as well while they're taking the medication. It's all about having vitality in those years. There's no point living to 80 or 90 if you don't have any vitality in your life. I want to live to 150 years and plus. That's my goal. Okay? So if you want to live to 150 years or plus, please subscribe to my YouTube channel here and follow my videos. And so if some of this stuff is making sense to you, please put these things into your life. Research yourself as well. Okay? Because knowledge is power. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.